Friday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya, when you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe, guys. Look at some of the videos, and if you see any of them that you like, please hit share. I'm still trying to be famous. Yeah, that's part of the whole mission. It was in plan A and in plan B. Like, it never shifted, it never changed. I got derailed, but I'm back on the plan. Yeah, so being famous is still on the agenda. It's still on the table. So yeah, I need your help with that though. I did as much as I can do, right? Because see, plan A, I would have had the support of my children, right? So the things that I've learned and have been learning along the way to market myself, promote my brand, I would have been teaching them. I got a thing with teaching my children. As I learn, they learn, right? To put them ahead of the game. So if I'm just not learning stuff at 50, just imagine where they would be 5-10 years from now if I'm teaching them everything I'm learning right now, right? So teaching them, yeah, put them ahead of the game. You want to put your kids ahead of the game. You want to make their life easier. You don't want them to struggle. Like today, I wanted to talk about the goals. Like we talk about our personal goals, but I wanted to talk to y'all about the goals that you set for parenting, the goals that you have for your children, what type of plans that you put in place. Like everything I had everything structured for my children, right? So I put certain plans in place to make sure I get the product that I'm looking for. And that's why when I tell y'all I had a perfect world before the baby was removed, because my children gave me the product that I was looking for, all three of them. All three of them gave me what I was looking for, even the baby. So to think that she was faking to give me that, to bide her time so that she can escape and go live with her dad and his people is unreal to me. The fact that nobody's working with me, why the only mission was to remove her from me. Like, we are all women. How were they raised that we raised so much different to where the only cure or the only resolve was for her to be removed from me? Like, I don't understand none of that. I don't understand anybody stepping on my toes. I don't understand anybody competing with me. I don't understand anybody thinking they can do a better job. I don't understand any of that. None of it makes sense to me. None of it makes sense to me. So we're going to talk about the goals, and we're going to talk about hey, Cedric, how you got to those goals, or are you getting the results, right? So I wanted to jump track because even though we're talking about parenting here with the kids, it's other aspects of parenting, right? Certain provisions that you have to put in place, certain things that you have to do for the children, right? So just a couple questions. Yeah, just a couple questions. Let me see. Goals, I talked about that. I'm trying to stay the script. Talked about life, talked about that. Yep. Like for me, it's like for the goals and stuff, and when we talk about it Monday, you will understand why I'm so upset and why I'm so hurt, right? The fact that my children have been indirectly, how can I put it, exposed to things that I had went out my way and did so much to shelter them from is beyond me. Like my daughters both have mirrored my life. The aspects that I tried to keep them from and shelter them from, both of them have mirrored aspects of my life. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? That's why when I go to my board and I look at my suspects and I look at my clues and I look at all my questions for why she was removed from me, yeah, you can tell that everything was premeditated or deliberate. You know what I'm saying? You can tell just from how everything was dissected and torn apart. You can tell somebody actually just stayed up nights trying to figure out how they can disassemble my plan and how they can take everything apart. You can tell it was a lot of thought put into it. You can tell the same amount of thought that I put into creating my plan, somebody else was putting the same amount of energy to tear it apart. Somebody with equal intelligence, right? Because every dude I deal with got to be smart. You know, that's like one of the things on my list. Yeah, so yeah, he's very smart, very intelligent, and you have to be on an intellectual level to even be able to counteract my moves, right? So yeah, your baby mama, baby daddy, that's not your ops. That should be your best friend, right? So change your mindset however way you can. Change your mindset. So today, I just want to know, are you in a good place? Is your life in order? Do you have your things in order, right? I'm letting you know I'm working on a lot of this stuff myself. So there's no judgment here if I ask you and you not. Hey, Brother Dion. Yeah, so don't feel bad. Just know that it might be some importance that you might want to start working on it or do something, right? So, first question, do you have anything to leave your children? Like, would they be getting an inheritance or anything from you when you leave this place? Did you leave them anything? Do they have a business? Do they have money? Do they have a house? Do they have a car? Do they have anything? Do you have anything of value to leave them when you leave here? Just asking. Do you have life insurance? Like a policy enough to where after they bury you, they have some money left to do something with. Yeah, because nothing's going to replace you. Yeah, they're going to be sad. They're going to be broken. I'm daddy. Right? You know, and that's, but in time, they will heal. Right? They'll move on with life. Right? So if you left them some money, that'll kind of help them move on a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? They'll be able to get some of the things they like, they want, some things they need. Right? Hopefully they'll set up some type of policy. That way if something ever happens to them, it'll be something there. You know, for them to take care of your last expenses, you know, your burial, your funeral arrangements, you know. So they won't be left with that burden. So they won't be out here doing fish fries and stuff. Like, I'm trying to set all this stuff up. Like, I hate that I'm going through what I'm going through because in plan A, all this stuff would have already been structured and set up. A lot of stuff I'm working on now. But because of that and because of how everything happened, it was such a major setback to where my plan B is like I'm building a plane in the sky, right? And I can't land. Right? So I'm up there, and I'm up there alone now. Before I had a team. Now I'm solo. So I'm flying the plane and I'm building it. Can you imagine that? And that's where I'm at. So I still got to keep up with some of the stuff in my plan A. And one of it is making sure that my life is in order and things are together. And by me being an entrepreneur now, I don't have the luxury of a company. My business, you know, when I used to work for an organization or I used to work for a company, you know, it was ways of saving money. It was ways that they took money out. You didn't even see it, so you didn't even miss it. It was money going towards your 401k. It was money going towards different things that you didn't even see to where you saving, right? When you're an entrepreneur, you got to still have that mindset and you got to figure out how to make it happen just the same, right? So that's the type of stuff I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about my baby daddy and them going against me, right? I'm thinking about this type of stuff. So, yeah, do you have a will? I know it's scary to talk about, but these are things that you need to talk about with your children at some point when they're mature enough to know, you know, or mature enough to understand. But this is part of the conversation that you should have with your kids, right? So, yeah, having a will is just basically them knowing what to do with your stuff. Do with your things when you leave here, right? Who you want this house to go to. Who you want this car to go to. Who you want those jewelry, those jewels, those Movado watches to go to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they won't be all up in the air running around, stuff in probate, you know, trying to figure out what's what. They're going to throw away most of it anyway. They're going to grab a couple of sentimental things, and they're going to probably throw the rest of it away and throw it out. But just knowing where you want certain things to go. You might have certain amount of money that you want to go to a certain charity or something. You might have wishes, you know. Yeah, you put all that in that will. So if you don't have one, you know, you might want to think about that. Think about all the things that you have, all your possessions, all the things that's worth something, worth value, and figure out where you want everything to go when you leave here, right? Do you have a living will? This is like a directive to your physicians, you know, like doctor calls and whatnot. This is you being in control of your physical health, your physical needs, your medical needs. This is you making decisions. So if you, for instance, You don't want to be resuscitated when you leave here. You don't want them working on you. There's actually something that you can sign. It's DNR stating that you don't want to be resuscitated. And if you put that in effect, nobody might not be able to override that. Now, you can go to the court and all that stuff, and there can be some things done, drastic measures. But for the most part, whatever you put, the directives you put in that is what's in that. Because that's what you want to happen with your body. You making decisions while you're still alive and able to do so. Right? Your retirement. If you are of age as I am up there, you retiring soon. So how is that going? Whether you're an entrepreneur or working for a company, what does that look like? Are you saving? Do you have a 401k? Do you have any money saved up? Are you disciplined enough to put away a certain amount every month, every check? To make sure and ensure that you will have some money when it's time for you to retire. I hope you're not just waiting on Social Security, because it might not be around when it's time, right? So, yeah, what are you doing for that? Do you have an individual retirement account set up, an IRA? Do you have all these things put in place as it relates to retirement? Yeah, I'm just asking. Things to look up, look towards, think about. Your funeral arrangements. I know. We don't want to talk about none of this stuff. I understand. I get it. But you do know there will come a time that you will leave this place. Yeah. Yeah, we never know when. Right? So, yeah, you should need to be talking about these things to your children. Do they know what you want when you leave here? Do they know what outfit you want to wear? What color you want to wear? Do they know who you want to do your hair? Like, I'm still trying to decide if I want them to bury me with, at the funeral, if I want to be on my motorcycle or if I want to be standing up in the corner. I know on the repast, I know at the repast, I want to be sitting at the table. I want my own table, and I want to be able to look at y'all at the repast. I do that. So I'm trying to work those logistics out with my kids, right? They're not fully on board just yet, but I'm trying to work it out. But yeah, talking to your children about your funeral arrangements, how you want to go, who you want to come to your funeral, right? Talk about some of the things that you want to put in the obituary, right? Talk about how you want to go, what type of casket you want, right? Where you want to be buried. Where do you want your funeral to be? Start making arrangements to make payments on it now so it's already paid for. That way when the insurance money comes, they don't have to spend it on that, right? So yeah, I know I laugh. Like I told you, you don't want to sit next to me at a funeral, right? I'm sorry, but that's just my personality. That's my sense of humor. You don't want to do it. Very inappropriate sometimes, but that's how I get through, right? That's how I get through. So, yeah, it's a tough conversation to have, but it's a conversation that needs to be had, nonetheless. And you need to talk about funeral arrangements. Talk about where you want to go. Nursing home. Talk about that. Do you want to stay with the kids? Is the kids agreeing to take care of you or put you in an assisted living facility, right? But that's something that needs to be discussed. How you want to go. How you want to go. Once you get older, once you get up in age, you need somebody to take care of you, right? It's funny because all the love and the care and concern that the baby showed me, all my children showed me the same love, because I don't want to make it seem like I have favorites, because I don't have any favorites. I never played favoritism with the children, but just the depth and the things that your kids do for you, you can put them in categories or arrange them in order some kind of way, right? So everything that the baby did and used to do, I used to joke with the other kids and say she was going to be the one to take care of me. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? So that should just let you know the wool was completely pulled over my eyes. The covertness of it all, the betrayal of it all, the behind my back stabbing me in the back type feeling. Like, all those emotions go through me because when she was under my roof and in my care, she showed so much love for me to where I would tell them, she's going to be the one to take care of me. Y'all going to put me in a nursing home, but she going to be the one. Yeah, so who fix it? Jesus. Why, Lord? Why? I ask every morning, why, Lord? Then I take it back, not to question. Yeah, you don't question. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And I also know that the Lord will remove people out your circle. When you're doing his will and you're doing his work, The devil is busy all the time. But the Lord will see through all that. He's in rooms that you're not in, right? He hear what people say about you that you don't know. And then you wonder why this friendship break up and why you can't hold on to this friendship. And you trying your best to figure out why you can't hold on to this person. Because he's trying to remove them out your life because he know they don't have your best interest in heart. He knows what they're trying to do. And he knows that they're trying to probably destroy you, attack you, take away whatever you have. You know what I'm saying? To become a distraction. So, hey, I don't question. Right? So I had to not question. I had to learn not to question and just live. Yeah, just take it as it comes. Just every day is different, right? So that's it for Coffee and Conversation. I just had a couple questions for you. Monday we'll get back into, I think we got 2 more classes to cover. And with the manipulation tips that's being used on your child and how they can counteract each other and cancel the class out. I know that mental health class is going to be the last one. Because by the time we get to the mental health class, after looking at all the tips that's been used, I'm quite sure we can both diagnose some disorders that has probably come out of that, right? So that's it, y'all. Make sure you get a copy of my book, Dysfunctional Family Knot. Go to lulupublishing.com and go to Amazon, guys. It's a good read, yeah. And I'm not just saying it because it's my book. It's actually a good read, right? People said it. All right, y'all, I'm out. Mwah. Oh, it's Friday too, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy y'all day. Yeah. What is this? Instagram. Facebook is gonna be a minute. Instagram be waving at me. Yeah. They be waving at your girl. So let me take the time out to make sure I get everybody's wave in. How you doing? Oh, it's a lot of y'all too. Hey, Instagram. Did y'all see the video when I was swimming with my daughter and we went live together? I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to start doing that with people. And see if that, bring y'all to my page. And it was fun. It was fun to do. Okay. Damn, it's some more. Here I come, Facebook. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I think I got everybody. I think. You know, I'm famous now. Right? I'm famous now, baby. Yeah, ain't just no 1, 2, 3 likes. I got hundreds of likes and bubbles and hearts going up and down, and I don't know what to do with myself. So please, if you used to me responding to your comment right away and hitting the love, and it's taking a couple of days, just know I still see you. I just got to get to you now because I got more followers now. I got more people on me, but I don't forget the people that's been hanging on forever, been down with me when I only had 1 like, 1 view, right? So, y'all, that's it. I'm out. Cynthia, what you saying? Hey, baby. My bonus daughter. Hey. Hey, Cynthia, what you saying? This morning Coffee and Conversation is needing a Oh, thank you, Cynthia. You was one of the reasons why I keep going, baby. Yes. And my Diamond is on. Hey, Diamond. Hey, Eddie. Hey, Rashawn. Hey, I hope I ain't forgetting nobody. Okay, y'all, I'm out. Mwah.